Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is brought to you by FightersSource.com and FightersSource.tv and sanctioned by the Alabama State Athletic Commission Chief Inspector Stan Frierson. Your cage side physicians for this bout, A.G. Gaskin and James Robinson. Your judges, Richard Wells, Cody Eason, and Julie Cleland, with timekeeper Vicky Jackson. And now, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is your main event of the evening. 3 rounds for the Fighter Source Bantamweight division. Introducing first, this fighter coming out of the blue corner. She stands in at 5'4" tall. She weighed in at 138 pounds. She's a freestyle fighter who in 7 bouts has 3 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Syracuse Gladius, Fernanda Ferocious Arajo. Her opponent is standing across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. She is a freestyle fighter who in 4 bouts has 3 victories. 1 of those victories comes by way of knockout. She stands in at 5'8" tall, weighing in at 135 ready pounds, from Birmingham, Alabama, representing the Tuscaloosa Thunder. Please welcome Paige Farley.
Folks, thank you for joining us once again. It is time for our main event of the evening. Paige Farley versus Fernanda Arajo. This is for the women's bantamweight bout. Fernanda Arajo comes from the Syracuse Gladius, Paige Farley from the Tuscaloosa Thunder, and this one also has fireworks written all over it. Wow. 2 good strikers going toe-to-toe right away, Seth.
Ah, man, both fighters are not afraid to get in there and just throw rights. I like it.
Good amount of fights between both fighters. Fernanda has actually 8 fights, 1 of them ended by draw, where Paige Farley has 4 fights with 3 victories, and obviously the skill set is high in this one. Good strikers landing bombs.
Wow, Fernanda has some amazing power in that right hand. Good knees though by Paige.
Good clinch work.
So funny story about Fernanda, not funny really, but last season, good takedown. She went to the World Challenge. I want to pause just in case something bad happens here. Anyway, now, starting over in the season, she lost the World Challenge. She has to fight her way all the way through again to go back to that World Challenge.
That's right. Fought her way to England last year, lost by knockout in England, and decided, you know what? I gotta try this again, and she's raining down some huge damage on Paige Farley's face right now. Paige is doing whatever she can to get out of this position, and now she's got her legs trying to wrap around Arajo. This is gonna be a great fight if this goes much farther.
Wow, great leg work and cage work by Paige Farley. Great job.
And the Tuscaloosa crowd happy their fighter is back on their feet, want to see some more knees in the clinch, and that's exactly what they're going to get.
Yeah, so for such a tall, lanky fighter, she uses those knees well. That's what she needs to be doing.
And I don't know if you can hear it, folks, but the crowd is reacting with every knee strike. Fernanda again hits that same strip and lands right back into the headlock. Yeah, now this is that armbar I was telling you about. If she was to take that arm, stretch it out, wrap her right leg over it, tarantula armbar, fantastic.
Yeah, that's a nasty armbar. She looks like she's thinking about it, to be honest with you. She's really trying to push down that arm right now in the scarf hold position. See, the submission I was thinking of is taking that right hand, wrapping around Paige's left leg, putting on your thighs and squeezing it together. It's called the man witch.
Nice.
Or in this position, a woman witch.
Seth, I love it when you coin submissions. They are fantastic. Arajo still in control here, trying to rain down some more blows, but ends up pulling guard on this. Wow. She must think she's got the submission advantage to make a move like that.
Oh.
But Paige is having none of it, landing big right hands.
3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, right to the face of Fernando.
20 seconds left in the first round of this exciting bantamweight women's bout.
Big, long right hands from Paige raining down on Fernanda.
Boy, what a big mistake for Arajo to turn on her back
Yeah.
and let Paige get the judges the last impression. I
Right.
mean, that's the last thing you want to do to end a round, and it is all over for the first round here. Paige Farley ends up on top, your Tuscaloosa Thunder representative. Arajo controlled most of that round, but just gave it up toward the end there.
Yeah, definitely gave it up toward the end. I'm unaware of why she kind of just casually pulled guard like that instead of maybe standing to her feet or trying to stay in that headlock position. But she hit that throw twice, so I imagine she's going to try to hit that again, clinch up, get that head and arm, and go for that hip toss again.
Now, I almost don't want to guess a winner to this round. I would give it to Fernanda. I mean, we were both wrong, I think, on that last fight that we called. So, yeah, who knows what the judges are going to actually do here. But a fantastic first round. Good striking, good grappling from both women. And I think we're going to get that for 2 more rounds here.
Definitely. I just want to say a shout out to all the people who were tweeting me during this show, the live tweets, guys. Thanks for all your questions, guys. Keep them coming. We still got a few more minutes left in this final fight of this Fighter Source, beginning to this Fighter Source season.
And remember, folks, this season goes on through March of 2016, and we're going to want tweets from you through the whole thing. We'll be in California next month. We're going to be in New York in a couple months, San Diego in a couple months. So
yes.
Give us those tweets. We love to read them out loud. Getting ready for round 2 here. Chris Bowling about to get it started. And right back to the striking.
And that's where one of these 2 ladies will be going, to San Diego. They qualify right to that round. Paige doing a good job of just moving forward. Chin down. Nice inside kick by Paige. But Fernanda's got a really good jab. She keeps it low and then pops it straight up. Boom. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. You search somebody out, getting tired. I kind of see Fernanda's hands drop a little bit. She's breathing hard. Her hands are by her chest area.
And obviously with Fighter Source last year, and then I've actually called a few of her fights outside the Fighter Source organization, if I had a big knock against Fernanda, it's that she does tend to lose that gas tank as the fight goes on.
Oh.
It cost her a fight in New York that I did, so hopefully she can keep it up here, because Paige was definitely to be the fresher fighter.
Yeah, definitely. She's hurting her with those knees too. I saw her hit one to the stomach, and Fernanda dropped her hand way low after that knee came in. So those knees are taking its toll. Boom. Nice.
Boy, that clinch work from Paige Farley is just exceptional. And then again, for amateur female fighters, high-level striking with that plum clinch.
Big time. Nice skip knees right to the center every time. Fernanda trying that throw again.
But you know, with those knees to the midsection, taking more of the wind and strength out of Fernanda, maybe that's why she wasn't able to hit that triple.
Big right hand. Paige lands that right hand and just goes right into an underhook position on Fernanda. That was flush. Fernanda right now just kind of looks like she's hanging there.
Yeah, definitely gassed. All those shots in the midsection have taken their toll. Mouth open, breathing hard, and basically just absorbing punishment at this point.
Yeah. Got to give it up to Paige conditioning right now.
Oh yeah, working it real hard right now.
Paige sorry, go ahead.
Fernanda still a little left in the gas tank. Tried a little shovel uppercut there. Go ahead with your thoughts on Paige.
Well, I was just thinking, if she takes that actual plum clinch and brings it down a little bit lower, that could be very dangerous for Fernanda and lights out. Like, she's tall. She can get that knee high. She's almost getting it to her elbow right now.
One thing you have to remember, though, with the amateur rules, she's not going to want to land one of those knees to the head. It could disqualify her. So, I mean...
Maybe that's not a good idea for me to say.
Right. I would say stick to the midsection.
Yeah,
it's working. Yeah. All right, 20 seconds left in the second round. This round is all Paige Farley, all over Fernanda. Fernanda with a little barrage there, but just can't seem to keep Paige off her. The pressure is winning her this fight.
Yeah, she just tried that same throw again, just wrapping her arm around her head and trying to hip toss, but it's not working for her right now. She's too tired, and Paige is too slippery. Man, knee after knee after knee.
That's round 2 in the books. Tuscaloosa Thunder's Paige Farley, Syracuse Gladius, Fernanda Arajo, and Paige Farley, in my opinion, has to be leading here for the second round. That was an easy round for her, so the first round is going to be very important depending on what the judges saw. I thought that Fernanda did a lot in that first round, but folks, we'll be right back with round number 3 here shortly. One round left in our Fighter Source tournament here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Paige Farley, Fernanda Arajo. Seth, give me your predictions on this round. Do you think Arajo can recover enough to steal this round?
I don't know. I just know that if Fernanda's smart, she would do the exact same game plan as that second round. Pressure Fernanda against the cage, plumb clinch, throw those knees, throw those knees. Fernanda needs to think of a different game plan. She tried that throw that worked for her in the first round a few times to no success. So she definitely needs a new game plan going into this third round.
Yeah, and we talked about it in the second round. Fernanda's conditioning definitely has taken a toll here. You saw before they rung the bell for this third round, her shoulders up and down, big heavy breasts, mouth wide open. So we'll see how long she can keep up the strength here in the third round before Paige just puts her up against the cage. Paige just tried to end the fight with one swift kick there.
Which has happened in the past recently.
Yes, it has. Folks, make sure you go to fightersource.tv in the next couple days to check out the Gladius versus NYC Queens Demolition team. You're going to see some pretty monster knockouts.
Fernanda now striking, looking on point. Definitely frustrating Paige more this round.
Oh, it looks like she slipped on the label there. Must have been some sweat left over in that corner. And then you get it on some of those advertisements you see over there, and that could be dangerous. She could have fell and gotten herself in a bad spot there, but Arajo looked like she was too tired to capitalize.
Way to go, sponsors.
And there, like you said, makes a mistake. Arajo ends up on top. This is big for Arajo if she could stay here.
Nice up kick by Paige. Yeah, that was a mistake going for that takedown. Ends up on her back. Now Fernanda really has to capitalize on this.
Good job from Arajo, keeping Farley down on the mat. Every time she lifts her head up, she takes a big strike. And this is impressive to the judges because this is complete control and damage at the same time.
But unable to get really in close to Paige right now. Paige doing a good job with her legs, keeping her away. Paige needs to stand up. She can't just keep playing on her back like that. She's got to stand up. Worked up. Yeah, get back to the cage. Maybe now use that cage to stand up. I wouldn't have stayed in that position.
No, Arajo, it looks like she wants to stay out of the submission game. Paige is holding on to Arajo's glove. I don't think the referee saw it because that is definitely not legal. Looking to try for the armbar here. Definitely not close enough as far as getting it in.
Yeah, she's grabbing her glove a lot.
And Arajo was just complaining to the referee that the glove was being grabbed. I don't think Ruth saw it. 40 seconds left in this fight. Arajo has controlled most of the middle of this round, and depending on what happened in that first round, Seth, this could lose Paige Farley the fight if she doesn't stand up.
Yeah, she needs to stand up. Like, I wouldn't be playing out of guard for too much longer. I mean, she's trying to a little bit, but then Fernanda rushes in, throws those bombs.
And I gotta say, as tired as Fernanda is, this is not a terrible game plan right now. Again, all the judges are seeing right now is Fernanda on top landing strikes.
And her hands can be down, and she could just kind of take some breaths and just throw a punch whenever she wants to.
There's the 10-second knock. That's going to be it for this bout. I don't think it's going to end here in the next 10 seconds. Did Arajo do enough to steal this fight from Paige?
I don't know, man. That's a tough one to call. Fernanda is gassed. She just dropped straight down to the ground right after that fight ended. Paige walks away with her hands up. She's definitely the fresher fighter, but did she do enough to win?
Boy, this is another tough one to call. You hate to be a judge in some of these fights because it really could go either way. Seth, we're going to take it to the judges here. Folks, you will see us up in the cage very shortly here for your official winner's announcement and then the closeout to the show.
ladies and gentlemen, before we get to an official decision, come on, one more round of applause, another great fight. After 3 rounds of women's bantamweight action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge 1 scores the bout 28-28, while both judges 2 and 3 have the bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by majority decision. And moving on to the national finals, fighting for the Tuscaloosa Thunder, Paige Farley.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already sweaty, doesn't matter. I'm here with your winner, Paige Farley. Paige, amazing, amazing fight. Back and forth action between the two of you. What was your game plan coming into this fight?
Well, I knew she was a judo fighter, so we worked on a lot of clinch, a lot of striking out of the clinch, and trying to keep her at the end of my guns.
Yeah, I mean, your plum clinch was amazing. Those skip knees looked like that won you the fight. You had the pressure against the cage and throwing those knees left and right, nonstop.
Yeah, the knees were definitely something we worked on. I'm going to have to work on my judo throw defense, though.
Well, I mean, you defended the first round, you got taken down from it, but the second round looked like you corrected pretty fast. Is that something you guys talked about in between rounds?
Yes, definitely. My coaches are awesome. Chris Connolly and George Webby, some of the best in the world, in my opinion. Nice.
So what's the game plan right now? Are you going to go back to the drawing board, find some new things you got to work on, or are you just good to go, going to go home and train and gun it for the next show?
Oh, no, most definitely. On Monday, I'll be back in the gym, and we're going to be working on all my mistakes. We'll be watching this tape for sure.
Nice. Well, there wasn't very many of them, but you did amazing, guys. Here you guys go. Give it up for your hometown hero, Paige Farley.